And now to a developing story, a death investigation underway at this hour. Something you don't often hear about on Main Street in downtown Greenville. A man was found unconscious there about 15 after 1 this morning. Police, EMS were there for several hours. Many of you reached out to us about this big scene.
Yeah, that area is one very well known. You drive by it, you walk by it all the time. That's the intersection of McBee and Main Street, and that is where we find Fox Carolina's Carrie Weimer live for us right now. And Carrie, I know you've been working with this story throughout the morning and the afternoon. What were you able to find out?
Well, like Cody mentioned earlier, we finally got the name of the gentleman that was found right here in the road behind me. Officials said that they came this morning around 1. He was unresponsive, and he died right there in the street. That's 48-year-old James Austin Andrew. Now, take a look. We're going to tell you the rest of the story.
Pretty shocking something like that would happen, especially on like a Sunday night. It seemed really peaceful when I left over here about 8:30 last night.
Jacob Ambrose, the manager at the newly opened Bird's Cookie Company, says it wasn't news he expected to hear in their first week of being opened.
It is unfortunate it's happening in the downtown area. You know, hopefully this is an isolated incident and, you know, nothing else is going to come of it. But, you know, it's still unfortunate that people are losing lives.
Officials say they were called to the roadway in front of 17 South Main Street around 1 a.m. this morning, where a man was unresponsive in the street. The coroner says he died on the scene.
Crime isn't really isolated to any one area in the city, whether this be something that was thought of ahead of time or just spur of the moment.
We're staying in touch with the Greenville City Police Department. They tell us they are working to piece together what happened, and the coroner's office says an autopsy has to be done to determine how the man died.
It's scary. It really is scary. But given the climate and the way things are today, I'd like to say it was surprising, but it's not.
Kimberly Sane, a frequent visitor to the downtown area, says this is concerning.
It's unfortunate. It's such a quaint and quiet town. For things like this to start creeping in really gives us concern that things are changing and it's not the quiet, quaint town we moved to.
As of right now, we don't know how Austin died, but we're going to continue to work with officials and bring you any update that we find out in this case. Cody, Tori.
All right, Carrie, thanks so much. Of course, like you mentioned, we'll stay on top of this developing story.
Carrie, thank you.